Morning, YouTube. Cheers. Part two of some of my favorite recent vinyl finds. It's still Sunday morning, August 27th. Now it's a little after 9 a.m. So let's just get into part two of some of my more recent favorite vinyl finds that I've gotten. First one is, this was another blind buy. I've never heard of this band. Nice, on the Immediate label, mid-70s release, self-titled album. I was pleasantly surprised. Hang On to a Dream, for example, Diary of an Empty Day, or some of my favorite songs, She Belongs to Me. Really pleasantly surprised with this album on the Immediate label. Happy with it. Don't listen to the whole album all the way through, but there are some good songs on there. I think I paid $3 again. There's a record store that I go to. This was in the $5 section, but when you buy in bulk, they'll knock it off and you'll pay $3-4 per record, depending on how many you get. I probably got it for $3. When I go there, I try to get 25 to 30 of those records in the $5 bin, and oftentimes the price comes down tremendously. Don't even spend $100. Sometimes it's $75, $80. This was another blind buy. Ananda, Night and Daydream, mid-70s release. This was an interesting album. I like the cover with the little girl and the dog. But Behind the Mask, Home Sweet Home, Be With You, Feel Your Heart and Mind, and that last song, Night and Daydream, that's that one that kind of sends chills down my spine a little bit. But it's on Touchstone Records. I'll open this one from the side so I can show you the vinyl. Another gospel one, Pastor Maceo Woods presents the Christian Tabernacle Good News Broadcast Choir out of Chicago, Illinois. This one is in the string. It was still sealed. I didn't put this one in a plastic sleeve. I need to on the Gospel Supreme label. Pastor Maceo Woods was a famous pastor in the Chicago area. This came out in 86 or 7. 86. He Promised, Thank You Lord, Going All the Way are some of my favorite songs on this album. There's volume 1, so I'm guessing there could be multiple volumes for this. Put this in a sleeve while I'm thinking about it. Got a fan going next to me, so it's hard to do this. But again, I do really like gospel music, and I haven't found a lot of gospel that I really like here lately. But this is one of them. I was glad to get it. That was $5, probably down to $3. On the jazz tip, Roland Kirk with brother Jack McDuff, Funk Underneath. This is a 1966 issue. What I think I have is a 70s reissue on that green label, green prestige label. This was $15, worth every penny. Side A3 for Dizzy, Making Whoopee, and Funk Underneath, just great tunes. Side 2 was also nice. I like side 1 better than side 2, but it's still a great album, well worth the $15 on the prestige label. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Natty Dread on Island. This side one on here is just uh, lively up yourself, no woman, no cry, them belly full, but we hungry, and rebel music 3 o'clock, roadblock, all great songs. Natty Dread, Talking Blues on side two, great songs. This was $10. I don't. It's usually Bob Marley stuff is way more expensive. One of the record stores that I go to, they're really their prices are really well. Both of the main ones that I go to, their prices are good, but the prices are a little bit lower. $10 for this. The record's in great shape. These records that I got, he had a box that he told me of stuff that he found. This record store, they buy collections like every day, and so it's always full. And he said he just forgot that these were in a box in the back that he recently found when he was cleaning up. And so, wow. So the next few are upgraded copies for me of records that I already had. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Great copy of this for $10, upgraded copy. Oh, so glad to get that. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall for $15. So his stuff is just really super expensive now. But this is an upgraded copy for me. It's a live double album, volume 1. We just wanted $10 for it. So I said, I'll upgrade my copy for that. Another upgrade, Prince, 1999. I was at a different record store earlier that day, and they had one of these for $40, and I really want an upgraded copy of this. I really like the vinyl. But I said, no, I don't want to do 40. I was, everybody's got, you got a budget. I was like, do I really want to do $40 with this budget? I'm glad that I didn't, because this one was 20. 20, I said, absolutely, I'll do. Both records are in great shape. Cover's in great shape. Not perfect, but it's in good shape. Thin Lizzy, Jailbreak. This one, he had a $20 price tag on it. He gave it to me for $15, and he threw in a pile of 45s that I had picked out. I said, okay, I'll take it. Upgraded copy. That's it for the upgraded copy. Oh no, there's one more here. Let's just show them all at once. Average White Band, Person to Person. Their live double album from around 76, 77. Oh, this is an upgraded copy for me. This one was $3. And I heard them got out of the record store that day. The live version of Schoolboy Crush and Cloudy on here are just phenomenal. And for to be $3, yeah, great deal. This is an album I've never had before. Looking Glass, their debut album, self-titled album with Brandy on there. I have Brandy, You're a Fine Girl on a 45, but I've never heard this album. I've never had the album. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. But I really like the show King of Queens, and there was an episode, a funny episode, where Doug discovers what do you call it when people go sing? I'm sure you all know what I mean. Karaoke, and Spence plays a joke on him, and he thinks that he's got a stalker, and but he sings "Brandy, You're a Fine Girl," and I just like the way he sang that song in that episode. And so when I hear the song "Brandy," it reminds me of that really good episode, and it's just I don't know. I just equate that. I feel it's a good feeling to hear the song "Brandy, You're a Fine Girl," just because of that episode of King of Queens. So, what's that guy? Kevin James, I think, is the actor in there. So glad to get the album on the Epic label. This was another $5 I probably got for $3. These piles I'm sitting here don't want to cooperate. The Guess Who, Rockin', the RCA label. $5, but probably pay $3 for. The album Heartbreaking. It starts with Heartbroken Bopper. I like that song. Smoke Big Factory on there is a great tune. Back to the City, Your Nashville Sneakers. Oh, what else? Yeah, those are my favorites on here. But it's a good record, good album. I do enjoy it. The Guess Who? That's one of my favorite bands of all time. These Eyes. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. Speaking of a band that I really like, the James Gang, live in concert. Great Joe Walsh playing on this one. They're playing in Carnegie Hall, early 70s release. I think this was 71, 72. Again, $5 record that I probably got for $3, in really great shape on the ABC label. Anything James Gang, I'm always down for. I don't know why I put this in. Boss Skaggs down to then left. I don't know how this ended up in this pile. Didn't mean to put it in here, but it's here. I'll show it. There are some records on here that I do like, but I wouldn't categorize this as my favorite. And it's covered up. I can't see the back because the record's back here where the list is. So I don't know. I was just pulling records, and I probably pulled that by mistake. This is an upgrade copy, another one, Root Doctor, Buddy Ace. This is blues from the early 90s, maybe late 80s. $5. Probably got it for $3. There's a song on here called Love of Mine that when I'm from Chicago, and I was a DJ. When I DJ, I still lived in Chicago until the early 2000s. But he has a song on here, "Love of Mine." It's bluesy R&B ish. This was one of those songs that if I was playing a set which is primarily what I play, people in their 40s, 50s, even in their 30s at the time, or playing like some of those hole in the wall type bars, this was a must-have. This is an absolute must-have. This you got to get another plastic sleeve for this. It's falling apart. On the Eve Gem label, Love of Mine. So I was glad to upgrade. My copy is just in terrible shape. I played it so much it's ridiculous. And I played it for that one song, Love of Mine. He has a version of Choking Kind and Pouring Water on a Drowning Man. I would choose between those every now and then, but Love of Mine was the showstopper on here. Put this to the side and replace that plastic. This is jazz, Wayman Reed. This was a blind buy. I had never heard of him before. On the Artist House label, late 70s, 77, yeah, recorded May 25th, 77. It's got an old jazz feel to it. It's 5 songs on here. I listened to the whole thing, and it sounded really great. Wayman Reed, the album is called 46 1/8. One more. The Steely Span Story on the Chrysalis label. I'd never heard of this band. It's a double album, $5, but again, probably paid $3 for it. I was pleasant. I liked the cover, but part of me said, I don't know. I'm not sure. I was thinking it could be country. I'm not a huge country fan. It's got some country elements to it, but it's a real mellow album, and I was really pleased with it. I don't listen to it all the way through, but it's a good record, especially for this price, $5. I know I probably did that. There was a couple of other records that I really liked that I bought, and of course I can't remember who it was, but I can picture them. I think that's what I was looking for. So that's it for this second list. Some of my recent favorite vinyl finds. Maybe I'll make another video again soon, and there's a couple of other albums that I was thinking that I recently got that I really do enjoy. I'll keep this one more brief. So enjoy your day. Try to stay focused, stay positive. Don't give up, don't give in. Have a blessed day. Amen.